The thing is, you don't have a problem with being successful. Success, okay, the way I'm going to explain it, you're going to have to change your definition of success. Because if you want to look at it this way, technically you've been very successful at not succeeding, not getting the things that you want. So it's kind of like a oxymoron where it's not a matter of how to be successful, it's a matter of what you're being successful in. Because if you see, let's say right now you're not in a point where you want to be, things in your life don't seem to be how you like them to be. Well, you've been successful at having the experience of not living the life that you want. And when you really break things down, it really comes down to your identity, who you think you are, what you believe about yourself, what you believe you're capable of, what you believe to be true or possible for you, and that determines the type of success that you experience. So obviously, if you want to experience the kind of success where you get the things that you want and your life is how you want it to be, what kind of success mindset would you have to shift to? You would have to shift to someone who always gets what they want, everything they need always comes to them. It's natural for you to have everything that you want. You kind of have to step into the identity of what you would be thinking and feeling as the version of you who has the things that you desire. So success will have to be redefined, because if you believe that success means you have the things that you want and right now you're not living that experience, technically by your own definition, you're saying you're not successful. So first it starts with the mindset of accepting that you are successful, even if temporarily in this moment things haven't changed, you're still going to decide to see things as successful. So what that would mean for you is that you no longer feel the stress, the frustration, the anxiety, the fear, the doubt that things aren't working out for you. Because as you step into this identity of being successful, where you are right now just turns into a stepping stone. It turns into a bridge of events that was always leading you to your success. It's just that you weren't allowing it to play that role. So instead it turned into, I'm stuck, I'm not moving anywhere, my life isn't being enhanced, my life isn't changing, I'm still the same old me. And if you're taking that perspective, then what do you think you're going to see out in the world? You're going to see things not working out for you. You're going to see things feeling like they're not changing, feeling like you're the same old person. And why is that? Because you're still identifying and relating and giving all your energy and your focus to what seems like your lack of success. When, like I said before, you've been successful at not succeeding. So let's just decide to succeed. Let's decide that everything is a success. Even if it's something that we don't like, it was still successful in making you aware of what you need to change your focus from and put it on what you want instead. Because too many of us will sit there and say we want something, but when you watch the type of thoughts and the attitude and the mental activity and the emotions you feel throughout the day, you're not even living in alignment mentally or emotionally with the lifestyle that you say that you want. Or you might start to do affirmations and change, but then in the next breath you go right back to doubting, fearing, and allowing things to spiral in a way that doesn't benefit you. So it was always you. You were always the key, because you are reality. You are what gives everything life. You give everything power. So if you say something isn't successful, then what do you think you're going to get back from that situation? But if you turn it around and say, you know what, I was very successful getting clear on who I wanted to be, how I wanted to show up, how I want to react to life. And now I know that I am successful no matter what. If you claim success no matter what, even things that didn't seem like they were working out for you will turn out to be beneficial, because you gave it that definition. You allowed it to affect you in a positive way instead of something as some type of limitation. If you don't see any definition or any experience of failure in your life, then nothing can affect you as a failure. So it's really just deciding that success is literally your only outcome. And when you have that conviction that success is your only outcome, then no matter what's happening, no matter what you're feeling, you're going to be successful. And once you live in that conviction long enough, it becomes automatic. So it's really just in the beginning deciding to see things as a success. Even if you just say, I'm always successful, everything's a success for me, everything always works out wonderfully for me, I am success, success is my little name. You just claim it no matter what you see. And in a matter of time, things that you wanted to have resolved will be resolved. Or when you feel like you're pursuing something like a business or anything that you want to do or learn, you're going to say that it's easy for me to succeed, and you're actually going to feel it. Now, you don't have to feel anything, but it should just be a goal of yours to not have resistance when you have a new idea. Because if you're resisting or doubting when you think of something, that automatically means that you have some type of definition to where success is a scary thing, or you believe that your things don't succeed, or for whatever reason you're not used to getting things your way, or you're not used to getting your desires to that end goal to the point where you could say, I accomplished this. That means you have a definition of success that isn't working in your favor. So even if you just tell yourself, I always succeed at everything that I want, success is inevitable for me, success is natural for me, I am successful. By the time I have an idea, it's already a success, it's already complete. I've already done whatever it is. You just insert your desire. So the key is to really cultivate the mindset that you naturally succeed at whatever you want, and eventually you'll start seeing things happen, and that's where you build up the belief. The belief is not going to always come just by the affirming. Sometimes you won't believe anything until it actually happens. You don't need to have the feeling of full acceptance and belief. You just at least have to keep telling yourself you are successful. And when you keep telling yourself stuff and just have the repetition just for the sake of, I'm going to focus my thoughts in a successful way, you'll see it'll be natural for things to happen, and you might not even have the emotion behind what you're saying, and that's okay. So I just mean that to say, a lot of times we have this big expectation of what being successful feels like. So we feel like if we're not feeling excited and, happy and emotional, that we're not capturing success. But it's okay if you don't feel anything when you start affirming or working on your mindset. The byproduct in the feelings, in the events and circumstances, all of that is going to come. It's just redirecting your focus in the beginning to practice a successful mindset. So I think I've said enough to at least give you a new perspective on what success is. And you could still sit down and look at yourself like, what has been my experience with success? Have I felt like I couldn't do things? Did I lack confidence? And at least just to be aware and observe from a neutral place, a non-judgmental place, what has been your experience with success. And that just tells you what you believe. And then all you have to do is just flip it and say, I believe I am successful. I believe I can succeed at anything that I want. If I want something, I'm already successful at it. Even if you haven't gone through the actual process of learning or completing whatever the task is, you still set yourself up and speak life into it, so that as you go along the journey, whatever events that need to happen will unfold easily and effortlessly without you having to resist it or feel like fear and doubt is going to limit you. Fears and doubts are not limitations. You can feel that and still succeed at things. But obviously you want to create a mindset where you don't have to feel uncomfortable as you reach for your success. So that's why I would say at least focus on the feeling first and feeling confident and at ease, so that it's just a natural thing for you to be able to pursue something you want seamlessly without feeling a whole bunch of resistance. So thank you guys for watching. Feel free to drop a comment, any thoughts or any questions or any other insights. We can all help each other just succeed.